Right, good evening fellow groove riders. Will from Will's Electrical Services. Welcome back to another episode of Electrician TV. In tonight's episode we go back to the big job where we're doing the kitchen rewire and all that, and then we're doing bits and bobs. We are absolutely flat out at the moment, so there's bits and bobs of everything. I hope you enjoy the episode. Gosh, roll it. Right, yeah, so one of the main reasons the customer called us is because the last electrician left loads of junctions like this and all that, yeah, which is horrific, which we're going to improve later on. So the guy's going to, so this is day one, the guy's going to get up. I'll show you. He'd be like, mate, we can beat him at junction box. You know what I mean? Right, this is all temporary because this board's all going, this all being rewired, this is all going to be obsolete, this is all basically the basement, so yeah, it's us slating them that we turn up and do that, isn't it? Nice one, Willie!
Do us a massive favour, like, subscribe and flick Will's bean. It helps the channel grow. And if you're going to be anything, be electric.
Yes, Freezer! Good morning, it's Tuesday morning, so we're back at this house, just powering around there. We've done a test here. I think it was a screw fix sparky. What I do is I put a link above. What I've started to try and do now is every time I show the lads everything what we're going to do here, we might as well record it. So basically, we're doing this kitchen. Look, come over here. There's the drawings for it. So we're redoing the kitchen, and we're redoing the board as well. So all this needs to be moved. We're going to extend this cable, so we need to figure this out today. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to strip out all the power and all that. But what I was just chatting to Ollie about is over there. See that this floor is still up. So in that corner over there, just come over here. This is a prime way where we can get the two ways to this light switch. So I think that's something we need to look at this visit as well, because it's got all this nice cornice and all this. We don't want to touch this, and the customer agreed that we're going to probably get rid of this switch in the future anyway. So we're just going to have it here. Yeah. So it's two ways. So because we got to carve all this, you chase all this up all through in here. If you come and have a look in here, guys, yeah. So we might as well chase it out, see what I mean. So it's going to be an ideal time to do it now. We'd rather keep doing it. So what he's got here is obviously he's got three different bits, because obviously you've got that chimney bit in the middle. So the kitchen fitter and all that have done pretty good drawings for this. We're actually we are actually doing this for the customer, not actually the builder or anyone like that, because it seems like we're doing kitchen after kitchen. So today we're going to strip out all this. A gas needs to go out there, doesn't it? You know, so we can get underneath that floor. Ollie's going to sort out them JBs that were on that other videos that Ebbsy done in a few before he come with us, wasn't it? Yeah. You see the geezer's van, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, obviously we can't mention the geezer's name, but sort your life out, guys. Yeah, and then we're going to try and sort out and get rid as much as this and try and sort it out, but I think it'd be alright. There's also a bit of an extension going on the end here, and there's an extension up there, so we're going to utilise this floor, get up the cables and all that ready to sort that all out and do that in different stages.
We're doing the extension as well.
Well, we can do little bits of it, but the guy reckons it's going to be 2 weeks until he starts the roof for. It's going to take 2 weeks, so the kitchen ain't going to go in for a month, is it? Yeah. And the basement underneath us, we're going to rewire that, but I might get Reese to do that Friday because I'm on a condition report. So we're just stripping out this kitchen on this job we're doing, and what I actually found, and see this stuff here, this clipsal, it's actually quite rare in our country. It's quite rare. You do see it from bits to bobs, but look, see how odd that is. That's the switch view spur, how small it is. By the looks of it, it looks like it's a bit of a modular system, but I think it's massive in Australia. And have you seen it on the Australians? They don't actually use back boxes. See where we've got these metal back boxes, or we use the plastic dry lining ones. They don't actually use back boxes. They literally just wood screw it. Wow. So it'll show on his face where it does. We'll see if it moves, innit? Yeah. Right, so what we've done is we've disconnected the kitchen, disconnected the lights. Ebbs just getting that wall light set up there. We're going to put that on the plug top. We've got a side temporary socket here, and what me and Ollie are going to do today is start dropping these circuits down here, so that sauna, the oven and all that, we drop them underneath, and we quickly go down the stairs and I'll show you. Yeah, so what we're doing down here is, because when we tested it we found that all the sockets, like these sockets are on with that ground floor sockets, and that one is also on the ground floor one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them all into one circuit down here, and plus we're going to wire down lights down here as well, because there's a switch there, it's just all a bit crap. So what we'll probably do is just probably put a switch there. That's enough of that JB that we found before that you're going to sort out. We've got an extra large Wago box that we're going to put in there, and then this is all going to be switched from here. We're going to get rid of this trunking as well because it's just ugly, and this is what we're going to try and get rid of most of today as well. Well, so we ain't getting rid of that, but we're underneath where these JBs are here, Ollie, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're going to try and get the JBs hanging out of here so they're out the way of the kitchen, and then we're going to get the downlights for here. Jesus, man, you're nearly inside me there.
That's what you do.
What's that?
That's what you do.
Always trying to get inside you, boy. That won't be going in. And then this is a sauna here, so this is why we're going to rewire this. Yeah, we might even be able to do that, but once we've got the floor up, we can easily rewire it, because it's just got this rewirable fuse here and all that. Someone on the comments left an interest. I wasn't too sure if it was on Instagram or thing, saying that a sauna doesn't need RCD protection or something he was saying, but to be honest I didn't look up at the regulations, so put in the comments below whoever is chatting utter nonsense and all that. But yeah, I think Nick also wants a fan down here as well, which I totally agree, because I think it's part of building regulations that on a utility, which this is a utility because that's a washing machine, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And that's where we're doing the socket. So you know upstairs one of the JB's got the washing machine and tumble dryer, that might be that one. So we do that. The boiler here, this is a sanitary, no, it's the boiler supplies on the plug top, so that'll go on its own. And also in here what we notice is the immersion and the central heating are all on the same circuit, so if one of them has a fault on it, it's going to trip the circuit in it, so we're going to wire them individually, yeah? Mm-hmm. And that's what we're up to, yeah?
Yes. So what we're doing now, we're just stripping out all these lights here. And then I thought it was a bit odd, as every light's got one cable. But that is why everyone's got one cable.
What we're trying to do is get rid of this, yeah?
State of that. Fucking mess.
Then we'll bring the cables down there. Ebbs has found an old flux capacitor, they go back to the 80s. That must be for them old downlights, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. So that's a successful day. So we basically got rid of most of that, haven't we, Ollie? We just got to see them tails there. We're going to reroute them tomorrow that way, just to make it a little bit easier. I think I might get a 16mm, and then go there, put that way in the board, and then get rid of them two isolators. So then that bit's almost done. So what we've done is we've got them as a double socket there, which feeds that light there. So they've got temporary, and then they've got the oven which they can use, because obviously the customers are still living here. As you can see, that's their temporary kitchen there. And I'll just quickly show you downstairs. Downstairs is an eye-opener. We're just down here. So as you can see, we've done a lovely, neat job of all this here. Just showing them cables. So we've rerouted them. So see when these is on that trunking, we've managed to get all the cables out of there. And that's what we're doing. But all of these, like the sauna, circuit 15, circuit 12 and all that, these are going to be obsolete once we've rewired the basement and the kitchen. So that's why it's not concerned. But where the customers are still living here, they need to crack on with it, Ebbs, don't they? Yeah? And all in all, it's turned out all right. There's a few more in there, and there is a few that are actually going to be wired through this ceiling and come down the back of all this. So, and that is a very successful day, Ollie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
No worries.
Thank you for your help, Ollie. No. Right, so it's Thursday morning, and I've just been through with client Emma of what they want to happen out here. So if you pan around here, Ebbs, yeah, so what they're going to have is they're going to have pocket doors, so they slide off. but they're having 2 display units here, and see where they've got these little 13 amp, they're actually for display ones, but we're going to rewire them because they're a bit iffy. But where they're going to have we're going to have pocket doors, we obviously cannot fit to this wall, so we're going to have to wait, so we'll probably have to leave them above the floor ready for them to go up, or underneath the floor to be fair, so they can go up, because we were going to chase them out, but if they put a pocket door, because obviously the door will travel on it. Yeah, I mean, we've all been there. Yeah, so let's go. And I was saying to Emma, because we weren't too sure, because obviously that will hit the door. If they were to do it this side, they'd hit the door. They'd do it that side and hit these isolators. Even though we moved, one of these is going to be redundant, we're moving that. If you can see that we've done a real good job yesterday clearing them all up. Yeah, we were going to move them tails, but we're going to move on to something else because it's only me and Ibs here today. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the kitchen, and what it is you've got this one here. So this actual cupboard here, they're going to have to cut the back out to get that in and box it in. They were on about moving all the mains and all that, but like it was. I think they said it was. I think they were going to do it for $2,000, like just to move the head from there to there. But obviously to run the sub main and all that, it probably would have cost them an extra couple of grand of us just to run the armoured and deal with that. It'd have been an absolute nightmare. But that's going to go like that. So we've got some sockets to wire. We've got some of these. The clients have done these, so they've got some display lights going. This is going that side. So we're just going to mark it all up and start wiring some of it through. And all that. Eb's lifted up that bit of floor there yesterday, didn't you? We'll lift up this bit here. We've also got some in the extension. I'll show you this bit of drawing as well. This is the other bit. So the island in the middle is going to have some power. Then obviously you've got 2 pendants going in the middle, a halo around the kitchen there, then in the extension and these. But we'll probably do them ones later. I'm not too sure whether they're going to want the... oh, look at that. Check this out, look. Nick is on 4. Did you say that? Oh, he's calling me. Good things about these drawings, what we always look at as well, is this is actually a really tall kitchen as well. So that's 2.5 metres high. Then we've worked it out, then we've added 30mm on the bottom for the finished floor level. We're just trying to find where's good for these sockets, haven't we? So it goes up to there, that's the little unit, then you've got a big one that finishes there, and then we figured it out. And what height were them ones?
110 centre, roughly.
110, so we're doing the same, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've kind of proved, because that is the actual centre of the gap. Should we just go centre of the gap? Live a little?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Yeah, so we're just going to set up a laser. There's only actually 2 sockets on here because there's a sink in the middle. All the appliances have got everything. All these have got the breakfast units and all that, so everything's tucked away. There's 2 islands, 2 on the island, couple over here, because these are all full lengths along here. Emma was showing us the picture, wasn't she? Yeah. Looking absolutely amazing. I'll try and attach it if I can. Yeah. Again, we've set up we're marking out all of these sockets and all that. They've got a feed up there for the lights, but because it's got all this nice moulding or cornice or whatever you want to call it, coving, we're literally going to wire most of it through the floor except for the downlights. But where in the other rooms we've got 2 ways and the smoke's going up, we're going to do a full chase up there as well, which we're hoping to do today, because we do need to get the feeds to the pendant lights, the pelmet lights, the pendant lights, and also the extension pendant as well. Yeah? Yeah. And the outside lights. I don't know where they've done it, what they're doing a switch for the outside lights. That's not been allowed for. I'll discuss that with Nick tomorrow. I've no doubt you want to switch there. And 1 times pendant light and the extension, yeah. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to wire it all through the bottom. So there's actually only about 4 chases. So we've decided to do this today. Just quickly show you my setup for chasing. What I use is a Metabo, and it's got the 3 blades. And what we usually do, these 3 blades are really good. They are really, really good. They usually last about 3 rewires, don't they? Yeah. And a couple of extensions. And what I've got is, I've got an automatic extractor. Have a quick look. A Festool. This is a bit of a line. One thing about this chaser is what a lot of people don't really tell you. is that at least 2 full chases will fill up that hoover, that extractor, when it ebbs, and it does make it really heavy. This one cost me an absolute fortune, because what it was is I started off with a tighter one, and then I was like, I want to get the best one they'd done at the time, which was this Festival. But if I was to buy one again, I'd probably go with the Metabo one that goes with that kit. But this is all right, ebbs, isn't it? But this, I've done the upgrade. I've actually got the Bluetooth, so on the button you can actually press it instead of pressing it there, because you've got the automatic, you know, standard sort of stuff. That's got the M filter, and it's also got the Marquez, because I'm a MotoGP fan, and yes. So some of the things we always wear when we're doing the chasing is obviously the earphones, earmuffs, glasses, and the mask. With this, you see a lot of people not using the glasses, but that's too risky, isn't it?
You have to.
Yeah, and also one thing. Monday afternoon, and we're just wiring all this. We've actually done quite a bit of it, to be fair. We've massively pushed on. Ebbs is underneath the floor, just banding it to the bottom. That's some of the new cables going back to the thing. So we've got all the kitchen wired, we've got the extension wired, we're just doing the holes. Reese is just up there. We've second fixed all these, so we're actually going to move that temporary light onto these main lights, because it is pretty dark. It's been beautiful all day, but it's been a thunderstorms. There's old Leonard. Say hello, Leonard. Leonard's actually wired and second fixed all these lights himself, didn't you, Len? So there are your first lights, and they, Len? Yes. Even though he's obviously done it all, but we left him to do it on his own to see how he's cracking on with it. Reese is just out here, just chasing him in, isn't you, Reese? He's actually chain drilled all them, because it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it, Reese? To say the least, because obviously you've got all this moulding and all that. We've literally had to come through the kitchen side, and Len's just put this up. So because this is a solid bit of floor, we've had to cut through the dining room, so we're just going to put a blank plate on that, and that's going to live there until we second fix that. But all in all, should be alright. Just got the smokes to do, Len, and then we're cracking. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you're going to be anything to be electric, keep it well. Bye!